Hi, this is Gerald Celente. It's Thursday, March 19th, 2020. And here are some of today's trends in the news. As we do this around 11 o'clock Eastern Time, the equity markets are down just a little bit. They were down over 700 points. The government keeps pumping in cheap money, the Federal Reserve, as we all know, the repo markets, on, just trying to keep pumping it up. The plunge protection team, keep looking at the markets. They're going way, way down at the end of the day, and in the last 10 minutes or so, they start moving back up. We are in a crisis that we've never seen in our lifetimes. Nothing like this has ever happened. Governments around the world have shut down entire countries. For what? The coronavirus, an epidemic that they're comparing to the 1918 Spanish flu. The 1918 Spanish flu followed World War I. Europe was destroyed. Read All Quiet on the Western Front. Life in the trenches was just beautiful, wasn't it? Millions of people killed, gassed to death. Yeah, I wonder why the flu came. This is a totally different situation. As I speak, about 9,000 people have died globally. This has been going on now for 2 months. 9,000 people out of 7.7 billion. New York State. We have this governor over here who gave himself executive power about a week and a half ago, as we reported on the Trends Journal. He gets all dressed up in that hazmat gear, you know, that tough guy look. New York State likely has, quote, tens of thousands of coronavirus cases, Governor Cuomo says. Hey, if Governor Cuomo says, then I have to believe. Because Governor Cuomo said when he closed down the schools in New York City, I believe that New York City schools should be closed, period. You got that? Period. I'm the governor, period. And then you look at all the language that they're using around the world. They're calling this a wartime crisis. You got it. You got it. And everyone's marching to the wartime crisis. I go by the numbers. I don't care what anybody tells me. What is it going to be? I'm looking at what is. And according to the what is, it stopped over there in China. Oh, yeah, but Celente, they're lying to us. Fine. Cuomo and everybody that's closing down everywhere, every place. How many people have died in New York State as of today? 10. 10. How many committed suicide? How many died of other diseases? 10 people out of 20 million? Yeah, chances of winning the lotto are probably better than dying. But it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. They have created a crisis, the likes of which we have never seen in the entire civilization. 2 lawmakers test positive for coronavirus. Breaking news, CNN, the Cartoon News Network. Lawmakers, you obey the law. All you are is a low-life piece of garbage crap. We are in charge. All right? Got it? Hey, Mitch McConnell better watch out. Man, that old cat ain't looking so good already. Whew. Maybe some of these lawmakers will go exit stage right. Governments are going to kill more people than the coronavirus by the tens of millions. The people that are losing their jobs, they talk about the restaurant industry. Oh, yeah, from the people that clean the place up to the dishwashers to the wait staff to the chefs. How about all the people that deliver the food? How about the people that produce the food? This keeps going on and on. This is just one tiny segment. The hotel industry has collapsed. Get this straight. You know that Oxfam report that came out and showed that a couple of billionaires had more dough than half the world's population? That number is going to get bigger, but guess what? The billionaires are even going to go broke. Oh yeah, those Marriott hotel people? Yeah. One after another. All those big gamblers, those hedge funds, down. They could pump in all the dough they want. There's not enough money. By the way, the dollar value is going way up. The dollar's now hitting way up. All the other currencies are going down. Could you imagine people jumping into the dollar as they're pumping more and more trillions of cheap dollars in there? Gold now, as I speak, is about $1,488. You know, as Trends Journal subscribers, where I said the bottom of this was going to go, even when it was going up. I said your bottom is around $1,380 or $90 an ounce. I think that's the bottom. But again, they're desperate to get money to cover their losses. People are selling everything. None of the implications of the actions being taken by the politicians are being discussed. Just like when we go to war. Hey, what's the exit strategy? Screw you! We don't have to tell you what the exit strategy is. We only start the wars, and we just keep them going. They just started a new war. The war against the people. COVID-19. The governments are in charge. Hey, shut down all those restaurants? What are all those cops going to do? Don't have people to pull over at night. Get out of the car. Where were you? How many drinks did you have? You can't drink anymore. Who are they going to pull over? I'll tell you who they're going to pull over, just like they're doing in Italy. You stay in your house. As I said yesterday, they locked up 2 people for having sex in their car. That's what the police are going to do. And boy, they'll love that job. This is all media hype, as I see it. You listen to it. I'm listening to all different stuff. Ohio, two cases in something county. They just closed down. They're talking about now closing down this county because somebody who had a case of coronavirus that was tested was in a restaurant, a bakery. The restaurants are all closed down. The bakery's now closed down. And now they're talking about closing. We got these little politicians telling us what to do, but you obey, obey. And everybody's obeying. College towns, all those college towns, now everybody's out of the colleges. Boston, big college town. We are going to see a real estate collapse the likes of which we've never seen before. From top to bottom. And people escaping, by the way, from the cities to come up to other places. So some places the values may be going up. Financial suicide. How are people going to pay their rents? How are they going to pay their bills? How are shopkeepers going to be able to pay their rents? Financial suicide is going to be worse than the number of people that die from the coronavirus. Let's say 10 million people die of this. Let's say 20 million. 20 million out of a population of 7.7 billion. If they did nothing. You're going to see more people commit suicide than to be killed by this coronavirus. Lives are being destroyed. Oh, relationships, they're really going to be happy. New York governor orders 75% of workforce to work from home. The New York governor ordered you. You follow his orders. I'm Andy Cuomo, a little boy born on third base. Thought I hit a home run. like my brother Chrissy, who's on CNN. We would be nobodies if Daddy wasn't Mario. But now I'm the tough guy telling you what to do. I'll tell you what to do. You stay at home. I got my boys over here to bust you if you don't. Wartime. That's what they're selling us. Wartime hysteria. Again, none of the implications are being discussed of what's going to happen. All the bailouts in the world aren't going to change this. Go back to your Trends Journal a couple of weeks ago. Coronavirus, 9/11, spreading terror. And that's why you subscribe to the Trends Journal. History before it happens.